So we at Backart use advanced analytics to unlock the hidden value in data.
Backart is the undisputed leader in steel wire applications.
You might face Backart products going from some very small products like fibers that are in the concrete in your house.
In the tires of cars, you have steel from Backart.
Or in ropes, or in bridges, or in construction.
So we have a very wide set of products that are used throughout the world.
Or maybe even in your champagne corks.
Let me tell you something about the project we're currently working on that we call intelligent processes. One of them is a galvanizing process where we bring a layer of zinc or a combination of zinc with other metals on our products to protect it, for instance, against corrosion. Now, obviously, it's important that you have a certain layer of protection because that's what our customers need and ask of us.
And the idea is here that we use data to improve operations. During the galvanization process, we put a certain amount of zinc on the wire. So the customer wants a specific amount of zinc on the wire, but just to be sure, often that amount is put above the specification.
So you can imagine that if we can reduce that overshoot, there is a huge impact on the company in terms of sustainability, in terms of costs, in terms of efficiency, while still maintaining the quality level that our customers are used to. A lot of data is available because, like a lot of manufacturing companies, we have machines that make data available. We have an ERP system, we have a manufacturing execution system, so there's loads of data available. The big trick is leveraging that data and bringing it into something that's valuable for your customers, for your people on the floor, and for the company as a whole, right? And to do that recently has really accelerated because of the possibilities of building your own apps, but also using advanced analytics to really leverage that data and bring it to value, really to something actionable that brings a benefit.
The model was first tested in the Slovakia plant on 2 positions, and there we saw that it was performing good, so we saved zinc compared to the previous model that was implemented. And yeah, right now then also the idea is, since we are saving zinc, to scale this model worldwide.
When you want to scale, you obviously want to do that at scaling platforms where you talk about how do you basically get all your data into a data repository. We are actually, fond of Microsoft Azure. We run on Microsoft Azure. We do our data architecture on Microsoft Azure. And that helps us then to deploy novel AI technologies to not replace what our people are doing in the shop floor or our process engineers, but to enhance them with additional knowledge to fix problems that maybe were impossible to fix before. And we do that in a combination of now with SAS as a platform that helps us to structure that data. With the partnership of Microsoft Azure, it actually works quite nicely in my full ecosystem of the landscape and the architecture that I build up. And with those little puzzle blocks, we are now able to go from little pilot into proof of concept, into scale much faster than ever before.
And SalesVia definitely helps us day to day in unlocking those insights. Another reason why we chose it is because it is kind of low code, no code, which means that we can democratize advanced analytics. We don't want to keep it to a select group of data scientists. We really want to enable our people in the plants, our process engineers and the other people around to leverage that and to already use it themselves without having to wait for us.
It is part of a strategy, a keen data strategy, basically becoming a data-driven company, which is kind of like going 2 prongs. You have one transition where we look at data science and where we look at really hard to crack problems that will probably have a limited group of people trying to actually figure that out. But on the other hand, we also want to make sure that everyone in the corporation gets their hands on data and also gets their hands on easy tools to actually do little machine learning or little statistics or little analysis and visualization themselves, because we don't want to be a bottleneck in the company. So we want to kind of like travel at 2 speeds. We want to make sure that we democratize and that we call it our citizen approach. But on the other hand, the real big interesting problems that are probably a little bit harder to solve with a group that is really a specialist group around data scientists, process engineers, and to help them to I would say, to crack the real strategic problems.
I'm very proud to be part of this project. We're bringing big progress, we're making big steps forward, and everybody's super happy about it. So obviously, I'm extremely proud to be part of it.
I'm very enthusiastic to come to Zwevegem to meet my folks that are working so enthusiastically with data.